Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll run for the first time with Johnson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Blue 60! You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
From the 22, Stafford. James has got it. Complete. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Stafford on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Now Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
First down, Baltimore.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Phillip Lindsay. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He gets this one to Johnson. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down now. It's Johnson, and this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quick.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Miles Jack with a sack. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's Stafford. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 6 yards on the pickup. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 12.
You go set. Move 60. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Stay 50. Stay 50. Line 51. Line 51. I'm coming. Hey, zoom.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he's into the clear. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trevor Williams was shot out of a cannon there on the corner blitz.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, 81 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Stafford. Screenplay, Johnson. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position. Now facing 3rd down. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Jackson, escaping the pressure right. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Miles Jack able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's taken it around the 40. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Got a man, it's Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon, and he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Johnson looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big play.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Stafford now, pretty remarkable. 14 of 15 through the air, only 1 incompletion. And another 1st and 10 here. Running from the gun, Johnson. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing to Stafford. Caught by Jones. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only a yard in the completion. It's second and goal. Here's second and goal operating from the 8-yard line. Now Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Calais Campbell make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Here's Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson rolling to his right. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Jackson from the shotgun. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Jamie Collins able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to 4th down as well. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Jalen Ferguson in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, and he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Just like that. Just like that.
From the gun, Jackson, flush to his right. Pass incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now it's Jackson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. Oh, he bowls over him. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, first down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Running from the gun with Henry. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
13 yards on the play. That's another Detroit Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Stafford on first down. He gets this one to Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Matt Judon in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Stafford. And his throw here is incomplete. The linebacker Miles Jack able to knock that one away.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the fourth down in New Orleans. And the Saints have surged back to take the lead there. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Lions
Here we go.
first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Baltimore, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw